This is Smash and Burn on hard. I completed on normal, and unfortunately it wasn't recorded. I'm real disappointed about that because it was a pretty nice run, I thought. But hopefully this run will be just as smooth as the last one. And you know what is going to make this quest on these difficulties on elite. You know there will be more mobs, but we'll be a few levels over, so it won't be that hard. All right, so this is an optional puzzle. We're going to skip that. The solution is on DDO Wiki. It's the same every time, and people have this memorized, and they can do it pretty quickly. So you might want to explore that. I'm going to skip it since it's optional.
Prying it open could create enough noise to alert anyone.
So before I open this, I'm gonna do a search. And there's a bunch of traps, and as soon as you do that, that log trap activates. Which I've never been caught in the middle of it, so I don't know what that log trap does damage-wise, but it looks painful. Alright, I'm going to try to get these before I activate any enemies. And on higher difficulties, I'm not calling hard a higher difficulty, this is kind of a low difficulty. I normally would draw them back, like just go back here, like this, and then you're sort of out of the range of any archers, casters that are in range, and then you're getting any of these. And you can see that these enemies could also fall victim to these traps. That's kind of interesting. But I think it's still good to disable them. At least on normal, I actually stepped on one and didn't activate it. Like that, just like that, made my save. So I would suspect that probably it's not a real high DC even on. Let's see. All right, that was not a fail. That was a fail because I wasn't facing it. Like there's no up here. There was no success or failure option. So if I failed, it would show up a failure on there and what I rolled. So okay, so we have to find 2 keys, and generally one is in this area, kind of going back here, and then one is over kind of near the shrine that way. And they are buried in the breakables, and sometimes the ones on higher levels take me a little longer. There's a Boromar Stalker, and there's a Spell Center. Alright, and there's just, let me get this Shaman. Alright, so I'm going to start here. It's usually there's one back here somewhere, and there's the silver key, and there's like, I think the other one's like iron in the other area, kind of by the shrine. I've never seen the other one anywhere except near the shrine, except, you know, I have run this quest less than the others, so it's possible there's, you know, I haven't seen all the possible.
Silver key.
Let me get my foam item on temporarily. I had my jumping Meyer set on for best jumping in the other set. Yeah, in the normal run, I almost always miss a jump in this quest. In the normal run, I didn't miss any jump, and that might be like the first time I've actually run this quest and not missed some jumps in the end area. So I was kind of disappointed that one wasn't recorded. But that's okay. So it kind of, you know, sets the bar a little high for this one. You know, or doesn't set the bar as high since you didn't see that one. So, but anyhow, I think. All right. So there shouldn't be any more here. I'm gonna get the Spell Singer. Just hide behind this box. I'm just gonna make sure the iron key is not here. It's usually not, but I just want to make sure. All right. So we are done, and there's no iron key here. Normally the iron key is from the... Oh, let me get this archer, since he's kind of right there for me, and he's a champion. Oh, there's a stalker. Unfortunately, they're not evil, so my Holy Retribution's not quite as good against them. there's a shaman or a scout. Got a shaman and a scout at me. Where is the shaman? Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna go here and get the scout. I was going this way anyways. Oh wait, why don't I have my sword on? I thought I had my sword. All right. Okay, there's a shaman. Okay. Let me go underneath this. And this is the platform. This is the way up. Just check this level. Sometimes it's a little easier to find the key when you're on the same level. So just want to make sure I'm not missing one on this level. A couple of archers here.
The door is sealed shut with a heavy silver padlock. The key may be hidden somewhere.
Yeah, so the silver key is that first one we got.
Find another door.
And the next key is the next one. I can see that key. You can see it up there. If you look at that barrel that's highlighted, right behind this barrel is the key. You can see it by the kind of flashing. I'm going to go down here and just get this guy. Alright. Let me see if I can get here. I don't think I can. Nope. And I don't think I could do that. So I'm going to have to come back over this way. Barrel, so we can just go down here, and I don't need to use a shrine, so I don't need to worry about getting back up there again.
You pocket the iron key.
All right, now we have both keys.
There's sure to be a use for it.
And I'm not sure where that caster is, but we'll find him eventually. He's not doing any damage right now. He might be behind here. Yeah, it looks like he's behind here. All right, that's a spell singer. It's not a shaman. Most of the shamans. This area has a few dinosaurs, the shaman. It's going to be on a few others. You know, this is you could draw them back in this room too. It's not as bad as the first one and not as bad as the next one. But I generally always try to draw them back pretty much most every room on high difficulties. Kind of break the fight up into a couple smaller fights. Alright, this one you definitely want to draw them back on higher difficulties, but I'm not going to on normal because it's so simple. Actually, it's hard, I guess. They're not normal, but... And you can see I'm taking a little damage, but if I'm running this on... This guy's blade barrier is pretty tough on higher difficulties. Especially when there's multiples, so you have to be careful. Oh, champion stalker, that's... Alright, we destroyed that. There's a special cargo right here that kind of got destroyed sort of by default. So yeah, all these archers and stuff won't be nailing you if you draw them back. And yeah, you're not standing right in the middle of the... Alright, there's a couple of... We're going to find these in the end area, and that's the ones in the end area for the end chest. The ones here is for an optional that I'm going to skip. Again, just trying to focus on completion. Alright, there's one I missed. Let me just grab him. Probably could skip him and just leave him there, but... Alright, okay, so this area is done, and the big thing there is we got the cargo. There's 3 in the other area, and in this next area we need to get kill all the forge wraiths. I don't know how many there are, 5 or 6. And then we need to get these 3 cargoes,
Few
and to get the
remain
chest, we have
left
to
to
light
scramble
3
out
of
of this
those
hole, screaming
sort
in
of
panic. The Boromar are gone for good.
runes. All right.
There are still forge wraiths.
Use your holy retribution on these
Arrows
guys
swarm around these
if you can, because they
forge wraiths drift over the
they hit pretty hard,
Their wrath
and they're.
growing louder.
I don't know if their fire can one-shot us on elite, but it could certainly one-shot you on, you know. Um, I've seen people one-shot quite a few times on Reaper mode at epic levels, so I'm not sure about heroic elite what our likelihood of getting killed is. We'll find out, I suppose. Alright, let me get this guy. My holy retribution's off the timer. Didn't get him. Normally I don't see as many. I see more up high, and I'm not sure what the number is in terms of, by difficulty level. Like, I don't have those type of things memorized. I thought there's one around here. Did I already get that one? There it is. And this one's kind of odd because I thought this was for solving a puzzle, but when I disable this trap, I actually get this. And that's actually, Relentless, not bad. 10 and Double Strike 7. That's a pretty nice belt. Yeah, something's sort of odd about it. And then there's another chest over here, so it's kind of nice. There's 3 chests in this end area. And so we're going to use the queue to find the special cargo. It can be a little hard to find. I'm just going to run around a little. Like, I've never gotten to the top of the chest and found all the special cargo. There's one, so that's why I like to check around. Like, ideally, you'd want to find it all before you get up top, but usually I have to kind of... Some of it's in an area that I have to jump down to. All right, so this is your way up. You take this ramp up, right, and you can check around here. I think that there's actually something over here, like a rune, but maybe... Nope. Alright, and the runes you cannot hit the Q button for. They're in the same place every time. Alright, is that a special cargo? It looks like it. So, that's pretty good to get 2 of them that soon. Okay, so let me find... So we have just one more cargo to find. A bunch of forge rates still, or several. There's one right there. I feel like I'm missing a rune. Let me check. Let me just check over here and try one more time and make sure I didn't miss a rune. Nope. The runes we definitely don't want to miss because... Let's go check over here. In terms of backtracking, yeah, there it is. I knew there was one in this area. I just couldn't remember exactly where it was. If you miss these, it's much more difficult to go back and get them. Okay, so I'm going to put my Boots of the Mire set on, plus 15 jump, and take a jump potion. You shouldn't need that for this, but it makes it easier. And I always find, I mean, the hardest part about the jumping is not the actual jumping, but the visual, seeing the thing you're jumping onto. At least that's for me it is. So I'm going to hold my right mouse click and kind of drag my mouse back so that I can see that. But you can see just visually things get in the way. So I'm going to go here and then jump over to this, and that'll help me know where to land a little bit. And then here, all right, Forge Wraith, nice. All right, I was able to do that without falling down. That's good. And then on this, it's, I don't want to be looking down because I'm kind of want to land on this. And so on this, you just sort of do this and keep jumping as you're going up. All right, so here's the Regent cabinet, and then here's our second one. And then the third one, let's see, am I going to be able to get there? Yeah, I guess I could. Normally, you'd want to jump on these, especially with this one here, with a little bit lower jump skill, but I was able to just get right here. Probably shouldn't have pushed my luck, but oh well. And I'm going to do the same thing there. I'm going to go here, and this is where I think the third rune is. Whoops, that was not good. So that thing popped up. I must have pressed. Wow, this is kind of fortunate. There's the last special
The
cargo.
last of the special cargo crates is smashed into
All
splinters.
right. This one here is um, tricky because there's like a rock above it, right? And so when you jump when there's a rock above it, you get I'll just say it's unexpected behaviors. Like it doesn't match the physics of what happens doesn't match what you would expect to happen. And so I think that's one of the reasons why some people don't like jumping is because you have to kind of like learn those. They're not intuitive. Like normal jumping is pretty intuitive, but some of those higher spots when you're hitting your head and stuff, the behavior's not intuitive. So here's the last one we have to get. Uh, my jump potion's still good. This is one that should be able to get. Let's see. All right, so we got the last one. So I think we have all the buttons. Let's see if the chest is unlocked. And so now we need to get back. So I'm going to jump onto this. Again, I'm going to use my right mouse click to be looking down. Oh, did you see that? Just a little hitching. And those are the type of things that can make jumping a little frustrating. All right, so what we want to do is we need to get on this cable, but it will be easier over there because there's this thing in the way. So I'm going to jump. Oh, I think I could probably get all the way over there from here with my feathered fall. And then now we'll jump on here, and we don't have anything above us here, so we're good here. And we want to get onto this like cable, right? It's like a big kind of thick cable, but it's a little tricky. So again, I want to be looking down, and the, in terms of like landing, it's easier if you're going this way. If you're like going the direction of the, those lava tubs that are being transported, it's easier if you're going that direction to land on it. So what I like to do is jump and then turn, and then um, for this type of thing where you have a very thin landing, strip, jump, turn, and then get in there. But again, jumping is not my strong suit, so I'm going to try it here. And all right. Um, next thing you want to get onto is the spinning wheel. And again, it's the physics doesn't match. Like the what you think would happen doesn't happen. Like you would think it'd be turning, but it's going to be like you're not moving when you're on here. So you just follow it around, jump onto here. All right, here's Forge Wraith. All right, and so we got all the Forge Wraiths.
Dissolves into a smoldering cloud of smoke.
And so this was actually a pretty good run if I don't mess it up from here. There's the chest. So all I need to do is go up on here. And go over here. So I think this was as good as the normal run in terms of I didn't fall down, I didn't make any big mistakes or anything, and the loot, unfortunately, the loot's equally as bad as what I got last run, which is nothing. All right, so that is Smash and Burn on hard.